So you guys know we ain't Magic House without everyone that's here. So we appreciate everyone coming. So real quick before I speak, Mondays we have our Bible study. Tuesday at 6 p.m. we got leadership. Marco, you want to stand and say hello to everyone real quick? Marco runs our leadership. 7 p.m. we got Bible study. Wednesday we got women's Bible study. Friday we got Bible study with DJ SFU right there. The reason I'm saying it is because we're growing here because we're praying together. We're growing here because we're growing together. So what happens here on Sunday is the same energy and excitement that happens at our Bible studies. So I just want to extend the invite to everybody real quick, right? So there's a phrase in the Bible that actually said 365 times. Can anybody tell me how many days are in a year? You know what that saying is? Do not be afraid. I find it curious that actual term is said 365 times. So let's talk about what we're afraid of. How many of us are afraid of failure? Yeah. So since I know that and I'm a New Yorker and I was a master manipulator, how do I manipulate failure and turn it into success though? Right? Because failure is not the opposite of success. It's on the path to it. Right? So my success today has now turned going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. My addiction and my recovery is actually very similar. The only difference between the two is I have a spiritual foundation now. My movements, my characteristics. Did anybody stop when they failed at robbing, stealing, and manipulating your active addiction? No, you guys learned and got better at it, right? The same thing has to happen in our recovery, right? And then there's another verse that I've really been praying on a lot. It's really been helping me. It's Romans 12, right? Do not conform to the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Liga, what does my shirt say real quick?
A mind change is a life change.
A mind change is a life change, right? So how did I start changing my mind? I started to understand that with God and this walk with Jesus, that it was all part of the plan. All things work together for good, right? So the more and more I go through this and the more and more I see everything that's going on, the more and more I see myself as a survivor. Because we are victims of circumstances, right? We became a victim of something that happened in our lives. Do you understand? Because we became that victim in that very moment, we also became a survivor. That's right. So are you seeing yourself as a survivor? Because a survivor could get through anything. Recovery and addiction, the way I like to educate, my word is always transparency. You're going to be able to know everything about me. Everything, because secrets are like anchor on a boat. What does an anchor on a boat do?
Weigh you down.
It weighs you down. So we're not moving forward in life because we're keeping ourselves a secret from the world. No more. This is our moment in history to make history. Nobody's going to get to take our voices away from us. I don't care what we did. I don't care what you're doing today. And I don't care what mistakes you make tomorrow. Nobody takes our voice away from us. Addict knows the value of another addict to another addict. The world needs to start seeing what we do together in rooms like this, outside like this, because the world's in darkness right now. There's kids dying right now. There's people dying of fentanyl every 5 minutes. Fentanyl is just a weapon that's being used. The reason fentanyl is killing everybody is because people are walking out here lost right now. Who better than addicts to help them find their way, though? Right? Because just look at what we have right here. We got people with tattoos on their face. We got bikers. We got piercers. We got the LGBT community. We got everything right here, right now. The one thing that the world is trying to make us be divided by is right here, right now, working together. So if you think you're forsaken, I don't like to tell people you're wrong, but I'm going to tell you you're wrong. We're chosen. Are you seeing yourself as a survivor today? Is your mindset the survivor mindset? Because another thing, the conforming and patterns of the world, we are not in competition with y'all. We are not in competition with each other. When we think we're in competition with each other, what's going to happen is we're going to try to be better than with each other. God has put a gift in every single one of us that no one else in this world has. So at the Magic House, I like to call us gold diggers, because that's what we do. We want to dig the gold out of you. So if you don't think you have a treasure inside of you, stay with us, and I bet you will find that treasure, though. Because we need to dig that gold out of you, because everybody has a purpose. Your purpose is in your pain. Everyone has a seat at the table that we're building right now. The table is going to be as long as this block. We're going to sell out this block real soon, and then we're going to take over Orange County, then we're going to take over California, and then we're going to take it across the nation. Because we are everywhere. Addicts are everywhere. You know, I wonder why God did that. Because we're the ones that are going to get him his glory. Who better to have a testimony of an addict that lived in darkness, thought they were dying in darkness, get saved from the darkness, become the lamp in somebody else's darkness, and then the darkness illuminates your path. My darkness is actually what keeps me in the light right now. Are you seeing your darkness that way? Because if you're not, you're probably looking at yourself as a victim. You are not a victim. You are a survivor. You're a beautiful human being, and you're created in God's image. In His image. We're made perfectly imperfect like the sunrise and sunset, because you will never see the same sunrise and sunset ever again. This world will never ever see another you ever again. Are you starting to feel it right now? Because if you're feeling it, just know I'm the vessel. God is the one you feeling. So we're going to give Him His glory. So no more keeping ourselves a secret from the world. No more. We get as loud as we possibly can, and the more setback and the more drawback and the more the devil comes at us, say thank you, because he's telling you that we're doing a good job. When two or more are gathered, Christ is present. As long as we keep growing, as long as we keep doing this together, the devil will not be able to come at us. And the ones he does come after, P.S., we're coming to get them out of your hands too, brother. So when you leave here today, you keep the survivor's mentality, because that's what you are. When you leave here today, what stays here don't stay. What's said here don't stay here. What's said here, you tell out there. Everybody start bringing one person here. That everyone bring one person. We keep growing. You got something growing in California, come say hello and tell us what you're building, because we want to build with you too. So at the end of the day, we're all children of God. So I don't identify as an addict no more. I'm a child of God. That's what I am. I'm a child of God. I was an addict, an alcoholic. I manipulated. I lied. I stole. I hated. Still a child of God, though. And God's plan never fails. Everything that's happening in your life, even the things that are taken away from you, those are blessings too. Because sometimes we got to hit something called rock bottom, right? Rock bottom makes us appreciate anything when we get it back. So sometimes the blessings are going to come in our lives, and sometimes they're going to be taken away, so we could actually appreciate when the lesson comes back. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to fight. What about y'all? I said, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to fight. So let's go get God's glory together. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mike.